Spoilers ahead. Watch out, and take care. The movie begins in an African desert. Yan Zhan and Ruan Ling journey toward the city after the war. Their job involves connecting people through mobile and telecom services. Michael and Susanna notice them from their car, and the China salesman invites them to his house. Meanwhile, the best mercenary in Africa, Lauder, inspects wine and checks the dealer's weapons, striking a deal with Sheikh. Susanna and Michael share a dinner, and Susanna advises maintaining distance. Yan Zhan and Ruan Ling plan their tasks, and Sheikh and Carlos meet in a restaurant. Michael shares the history of his society with Kaba, a former general who seeks his help to rule over Africa. Michael agrees to this proposal. While walking, Yan Zhan and Ruan Ling discuss the pressure from Europe and America on the telecom sector. In the restaurant, Sheikh and Carlos are joined by Lauder. Michael and Kaba are present at the same venue. Lauder offers them alcohol, but Kaba declines. Michael insists that in this restaurant, one must drink, leading to Lauder's man offering Kaba a vile-smelling liquid, resulting in Kaba's anger. A brawl ensues between the men, with Kaba emerging victorious. This prompts a direct confrontation between Lauder and Kaba. Initially, Lauder gains the upper hand, but eventually, Kaba manages to injure him. Michael intervenes, calming Kaba and inviting him to join him. Yan Zhan and Ruan Ling head straight to meet Omar. During a European and Chinese industry meeting, Ruan Ling confronts Susanna in anger. Yan Zhan steps in, patiently explaining the intricacies of the 3G network and wireless systems, helping Susanna understand the points being discussed. The director announces the bidding date, bringing joy to Ruan, who is pleased with Yan. However, Michael's colleagues blame him for the situation, and in response, he praises Yan, calling him smarter. Yan requests more time from the company, but his plea is rejected. Talking to Ruan, he discovers they lack the necessary equipment for the bidding, causing him worry. The next day, Yan is seen wandering on the road. Meanwhile, Michael meets Susanna, and Yan attempts to meet Omar for support, but Omar is unavailable due to presidential commitments. Overhearing Michael and Susanna's conversation, Yan calls Zheng Ming, striking a deal to obtain the 3G set. At night, Lauder visits Yan and Ruan while they are drinking. Yan, exhausted and tense, codes on the computer, before lying down on the bed. Meanwhile, Kaba keeps a close watch on Yan. After a day and a month, Yan Zhan successfully launches his 3G program. CEO Zheng Ming tests the program in the lab, and when Yan calls, he praises the excellent 3G program, now a lot faster. Yan is informed of his promotion, becoming the head of the tech department. Realizing a potential phone tapping, Yan calls Zheng Ming on an outside phone, declining the promotion from France. Kaba attempts to eavesdrop on Yan's conversations. To counter this, Michael provides an untraceable jammer to someone. Meanwhile, Zheng sends the 3G setup equipment to Yan. Unbeknownst to Yan, Kaba secretly monitors his conversations and takes pictures from another building. Michael becomes aware of the situation and alerts Lauder. The next day, Yan and Susanna embark on network testing together. As Yan climbs the second network tower and hands it over to Susanna for fingerprinting, he realizes she is missing. During their search, they come across a little girl in need of rescue. However, Yan is caught by the clan members during the operation. Simultaneously, Susanna takes the rescued girl to the hospital, and discovers that the tribe members were merely participating in a ritual. Once the tribe learns of the girl's safety, they refrain from taking any action against Yan. In a surprising turn, they offer him water. The next day, Ruan Ling takes Yan home, revealing the details of the situation and presenting him with a gift bottle from the clan. In the meantime, Kaba provides information to Michael over the phone. Susanna obtains pictures of Yan, but Omar advises her to disregard them. Members of Yan's clan use the bottle to collect milk from a shop. On the day of bidding, Philip interferes with Yan's 3G setup using a jammer. Initially, the jammer disrupts Yan's 3G program, but with the help of a backup, he manages to run it successfully. However, during the bidding, the police arrive, arresting Yan for alleged liquor possession. As they take him away, Kaba arrives with his military, shooting the police and destroying the setup with guns. Kaba reveals that he took this drastic action because of President Tonga's kidnapping, seeking revenge. He captures Michael and takes him to the bathroom, where Kaba and Michael plot to establish a new country. Unbeknownst to them, Philip overhears their conversation. As they leave, Michael shoots Kaba, coinciding with news of President Tonga's disappearance on Yan Zhen's mobile. The city witnesses a surge in violence, broadcast on the news. Michael informs Kaba that now only their mobile phones will function in the city. Upon exiting, Kaba shoots the mobile phone in Yan's hand, intensifying the devastation across the city. Meanwhile, Omar attempts to comprehend the situation in a meeting room. The Izam army head proposes moving everyone to a safe location. However, when Yan attempts to unlock his handcuffs with a key from the police, Izam intervenes. Michael emerges injured from the chaos. Izam communicates with the president, explaining that restoring the mobile network may take time. Yan aids them and activates the phone system using his wireless expertise. Michael calls, instructing him to blow up the South Tower. Izam contacts the president, stating that the system is activated, but communication is still unavailable in the south area. Yan proposes helping by accessing the fingerprints of the 3 South Towers. Susanna agrees to accompany him. Izam forgives Yan for his earlier actions, revealing that there was milk involved. Izam conditions the resumption of bidding for Yan's assistance. Susanna, however, refuses, stating that she has already won the bidding. Michael is willing to comply. Accompanied by the army, Yan and Susanna head to the first tower, but face an attack. Izam and the soldiers retaliate effectively. Another army officer arrives, instructing them to guard the tower. Yan climbs the tower, making the necessary repairs. Susanna informs Omar about the successfully repaired tower. As they approach the border, Ugandan soldiers blow up their tank, leaving Izam perplexed. Susanna proposes a plan to cross the border by displaying a red color, but they don't have one. Yan takes the initiative, grabbing a Chinese flag from the pickup, much to Susanna's disapproval. He waves the flag to the Ugandan army, prompting them to halt the bombing. Susanna, against her initial reluctance, climbs on top of the truck with the flag, and waves it alongside. They proceed towards the other tower without facing any opposition. On their journey, even the terrorists refrain from taking action, simply referring to them as China, and letting them pass without incident. After repairing the second tower, Susanna informs Omar, and Izam expresses gratitude to Yan. However, as they approach the third tower, they discover it has been blown up. Ruanling is upset upon hearing this, and Susanna reports the incident to Omar. When Yan and Susanna investigate the tower, questioning a girl about the equipment and the attack, Kaba's army launches an assault. In the ensuing chaos, all the soldiers are killed, and Yan conceals Susanna from Kaba's forces. Izam contacts Yan, informing him that he can't make it. Kaba, seated in the army tank, overhears this, and shoots Izam, leaving Yan devastated. Omar receives a call from the president, stating that he is unable to contact him. Yan manages to rescue Susanna from Kaba's tank during the turmoil. Amidst a challenging environment that hinders the Ugandan army's movement, Yan stays updated by listening to the news on the radio. Susanna encourages him to reconnect the tower, but army officers express doubts to the president about the feasibility of this task. Yan proposes a plan, willing to share his company's source code with Susanna, in exchange for a contract. Kaba overhears this discussion. The Ugandan army chief receives information that missiles from the western country were not involved in the attack on Tonga. Yan heads to the tower with his plan, while Susanna seeks help from Sheikh to protect the tower. Sheikh and his clan mobilize to confront the Ugandan army. Yan ascends the tower, carrying the Chinese flag, but Kaba attacks with a missile, causing him to fall. The Ugandan army attacks Sheikh's people, leading to a confrontation. Meanwhile, the army head informs the president that he is not involved in Toga's death, awaiting the president's decision. A UN fighter jet destroys Kaba's tank. A peacekeeper approaches Yan, offering assistance. Yan utilizes a UN helicopter as a makeshift network tower, to facilitate communication between the two countries. The president contacts the Ugandan army head, who accepts the peace message. They learn that the African army had no involvement in Tanga's death, bringing an end to the war. The people rejoice, celebrating the newfound peace. Sheikh intervenes to save Kaba from his men, declaring Yan Zhen, the Chinese salesman, as the winner of the bid. The conflict is resolved, and everyone celebrates the return of peace. Amidst legal troubles, Michael files a case against the company, and the media exposes the equipment used during the war, causing distress in meetings. Michael discusses the program and missile launch with the French head. Susanna seeks help from the president, but he refuses and fires Zheng Ming and Yan Zhen. Lauder, in response, refuses to collaborate with Michael. Yan is attacked outside his house, but Sheikh comes to his aid. Michael attempts to threaten Lauder, who remains unfazed. Tragically, Sheikh dies while saving Yan from an assailant. One of Sheikh's men helps Yan go into hiding in a truck, and it is he who suggested Zheng Ming and Yan Zhen's names in the meeting. In the desert, Michael attempts to kill Yan again, but he manages to escape, and talks to Susanna on a call, before collapsing. Ruan Ling seeks Lauder's help during these challenging times. In a dramatic turn of events, Michael and Keba locate Yan Zhen and coerce him into running the program. However, during the process, Yan Zhen reveals that Michael was the one who killed Sheikh. Shocked by this revelation, Keba saves Yan when he is thrown into the sea. Learning that Michael gave him the wrong program, Keba confronts him, leading to a tense moment. Yan writes a letter to the company and sends his program to them. During the boarding announcement party, Michael and Keba plant a bomb. However, when the contract is awarded and Carlos praises Yan Zhen, a bomb explodes at the party. Keba appears on stage, and Yan Zhen tries to reason with him, showing a video that ultimately results in Michael's demise. The police arrive, and Keba confesses to his crimes, ending his own life. Yan Zhen, angered by the turn of events, leaves the scene. The police show him a warrant and handcuff him. Susanna stands by his side. The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Turn on the notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out.